Greetings everyone, please give a moment, make sure everything's set up. Looks like YouTube's taking its time to set on up. Twitch, you going? Rumble, starting it up, yeah, Rumble's good to go. YouTube, okay. Yep, there we go, YouTube is going, give me a moment to update the thumbnail. YouTube is good to go, so let's go get started. Actually, no, I need to double check my other computer. Blah, I'm out of it today. Looks like everything's good to go, so let's get started. Of course, got a good number of replays to choose from. Let's start from the top. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another H-Powers 3 replay. So on the right side as the blue US of A, we have Zero Zio. No idea if that's pronounced incorrectly. We do have on the left side as the red Japanese, we have a Canadian. We asked luck to deploy all the Trader Orchard Rickshaw there. You know what? Actually, I think I may have asked this replay. I'll just continue on. Either way, we've got the Tiger being killed on off by blue. He'll steal that cat's iridescent dragonfly. You monster. Here's his bug collection. It may not have been large, but he didn't have to steal it. This kitty cat will be going down, and he will be stealing his pile of vanilla beans, so he can no longer flavor his ice cream. You monster. US player is not selected deck just yet, and neither has Japanese player. When it comes to natives of the map, we do have the Yudasi Temple, which give you a Chakram Thrower, which is a light infantry unit that throws a grenade-like unit, which is relatively unique. US player now has a shipment available. It is the FF deck, so the Fast Fortress deck, going for capitalism, also has Dutch immigrants, so we've got potential quite a bit of coin collection. See, you don't see like advanced saloons or anything like that. We got a lot of state militia, so it's maybe a state militia deck. This for Minutemen and the general, and heavy infantry, which are state militia are light infantry. Rolling artillery, got the Pulaski's Legion, heavy cannons, horse artillery, Knox artillery train. So yeah, I'm not sure. There's a lot of state militia cards. I don't know if he's going for state militia. And we got the new land deck, which is Yumi Archer attack, Ashmarga attack, way the bow, knocking out a red hit points. Looks like a generalist Japanese. And now the US player is aging up to Delaware. Delaware Blues, right? I forget what some of the states do, but he does have access to the Minutemen. Rover Shaw has not been redeployed on the field. And looks like Red will be killing off these kitty cats and steal their delicious kiwi fruit. You monster. These ladies will kill off these lions.
Yes.
Market going on up. The US player has one shipment available. He's a little bit more coin before he can bring in the Dutch wagon. The Dutch immigrants, I should say, which will give him one bank. This will give him a 1.65 trickle. This will give him, what, a 2.75, as well as better collection rate and coin coin durability. Does it actually change the coin rate? Actually, maybe not increase durability. Just gather work rate. Yeah, let's just get standing. Just a slight increase in gold. As aged on up, he does have the fertile lowlands. Give him 2 homestead wagons and some cows. Delaware blues, which is a stupid joke I was saying, but that'll give him some regulars to keep him regular. Store gate's not being built, which will give him a military rickshaw and a samurai. The samurai could be sent to this trading post there and start torching it down. The samurai does have good torch damage. Was it 60 something damage? 67. Lulu has some idle villagers. Collect up some local fauna there. Going for Shimmer Coin and go for the Virginia General Assembly. This explorer is taking some damage on it. This one's throwing some flaming arrows in the trading post, doing what, 5 damage per shot? That shot also did nothing. Okay, it is doing damage, but the ticking feels like a little bit slow. Oh, either way.
Hello.
Got more idle villagers here. And now I collect some more local fauna. Virginia General Assembly is still being researched. And now with the state capital being researched or being deployed in the field, we've got New Hampshire, so the fast fortress zone is complete. Red's eyeing for some shrine wagons from the shrine wagon card. And there's actually quite a bit of fauna here. He made more than 3 shrines. Oh yeah, he could probably put all 5 right there, honestly. Does spread them out a little bit as well. Put another one here. That looks like at least 8, maybe 10 there. And he's putting one down here as well. Oh yeah, he already has the 4 around this one. Yeah, there's probably enough room for another 2 more there. We got the samurai kicking the general in the face. And he's about ready to complete aging on up. Does not have... Oh, he does get around the state militia deployed in the field. Must have been from a card. Yeah, it looks like he went for the ×8 state militia card. Probably for a bit of defense there. Got some Ashgar musketeers. State militia are a skirmisher variant. They get plus 50% damage. The range and multipliers are not great. They're definitely more of a counter unit. They are 90 resources, so a little bit more costly than crossbowmen. Crossbowmen have higher damage, lower multiplier, and also better range. Crossbowmen, they also have that horde effect, so they have a little bit more health, but honestly feels like crossbowmen may be generally better, which is weird for me to say. Because right now, plus 50% damage will net him what? Another 6, 7 damage? Let's just assume 7. That'll be 20 damage. Crossbowman has a base damage of 16 with a 25% increase, so it's also 20 damage at 16 range. So crossbowmen are, I think, actually better than state militia. Of course, they got that bit of a horde bonus, and plus they can always be inspired by the inspiring flag, which does change some mathematics. Multiple blockhouses won in field. He went for the Russian-American company, now going for rolling artillery. You can go for some French cannon or Napoleon guns, as well as a factory. Get a factory early. Doesn't give him a third factory, just allow him to get out of factory early. Nor can you get heavy cannon in this age. Blockhouse now complete. We got the Mongo Grove. Oh my, I just realized something as well. There were native wildlife in this map. The Grove rickshaws up there. You could have gone for the fertile lowlands. You got 4 of those yaks and then get them quickly all fattened up for a massive amount of food. We got a good number of forces here, including some Minutemen who are at a half health at the moment. Also got some regulars mixed on in. Regulars the only one that has any decent torch damage. Gatling guns don't really have good siege damage. We got a good number of Ashgar Musketeers. Japanese players not aging up at the moment, going for some Naginata Rider hit points, so regulars will be a good unit. And he does not get a volley off there. Now he's going for Japanese isolationism. Excuse me. Gatling guns do offer 25% less damage against structures, but also versus 6 of 30, so they siege damage not bad. For a 4 population unit, they're actually decent siege units compared to like musketeers, regulars. And more of these shrines now being torched on down. Regulars who have 22 siege damage at the moment. He is going for Napoleon guns. Those Naginata Riders will be very useful. Napoleon guns are a leather cannon variant, which does offer a canister shot, close range canister shot, charge attack, if I remember correctly. Maybe it's a regular attack, not even a charge attack. We'll find out soon enough. This will give him, what, 2? Yep, and also enables additional Napoleon guns at the saloon. Barracks now down. More of the housing is starting to go on down now. Red now has a good number of Naginata Riders. He only has a handful of regulars. Napoleon against Napoleon field, it does do less. The canister shot, the K shot does less damage against cavalry, but the long range attack does regular damage against cavalry. It does do at long range 75 times 3 damage against infantry, so there should be a one-shot to Ashgar Musketeers, so they're not half bad. Leather cannon variant getting some great shots there. The canister shot may have been utilized there a little bit. More than Naginata Riders hit points. Naginata Riders going on down. Only one Napoleon gun remaining. All the other siege weapons are down. Get some good shots there. So he does do 75 times 3. Naginata Riders is going to be overrunning that Napoleon gun. Does take out that one. Now we've got Delaware Blues being shipped on in, which is 8 regulars. He does also have a round of militia, or Minutemen. Minutemen, even though they do go down to about 100 health, they're still pretty worth it. Even if you don't retain the maximum health, because it's 26 damage. That's pretty good at 100 health, a little bit lower than Musketeers, but then don't get counted by heavy nor by anything. They're just classified as infantry. These Naginatas do take some damage there. More regulars been pulling the field. Does smoke bomb out of there while the Naginata Rider is falling back. Does bring up the other Shinobi. She may want to smoke bomb back out of there as well. Japanese player is going for Shimna Coin. With that Shimna Coin, he may be able to age on up. More villagers being pulled in the field. Well, Prussian Uhlans may not be half bad. The Massachusetts Volunteers does give him his veteran status. Actually, that may be pretty useful at the moment. His next shipment should be perhaps the 54th Massachusetts Volunteers. This alone, while it does cost a bit of food, this will pay for its own upgrades, and a decent number of military units go along with it. More regulars being employed on out. Naginatas being employed now, as well as more Ashgar Musketeers. Blah, my mind just getting a little bit scrambled at the moment. Now he is going for the 54th Massachusetts Volunteers. Another shrine does go down. Naginata Riders pushing the way forward.
I'm ready.
Looks like the villagers will evacuate to the town center in time. There is 54th Massachusetts Volunteers. Regulars can get overwhelmed, but now they of course a veteran. It's a good volley there, and we'll get some stabs. He's going to try to engage in melee. That's not a good engagement to engage in melee. Not only is down by quality, but also the regulars are pretty good against them. You could identify Hamilton economics soon.
Yes.
Regulars and Minutemen push their way forward. Got more regulars
What is your command?
and Minutemen and some state militia push their way forward here. Who has a decent sized army advancing. We do have the disciplined Naginata Riders. That's not going to be useful for all these regulars. Need some Yumi Archers. He's not going for this Yumi Archer research. Does get his disciplined Naginata Riders charging way forward. Those units will take a bit of damage there. He does win the sentries. And maybe the regulars mix on in. Yes, they are. Blue will be fighting out, getting some good damage there. Red's village is on in, which is not great. Red's town center has 9% inside, so you can throw one more in. And looks like Red will hold, thanks to his reinforcements. Now with the Mangrove being set up right there. And these regulars pushed a little bit to a 4-4. They may be pursued. Red doesn't have a whole large number of army here. There's 20 military units. Most are Ashigara musketeers, but you will have a bit of trouble. Got more Ashigara musketeers from point of view, going for Naginata Riders shipment. Got a shipment of state militia.
What is your command?
Veteran state militia now deployed on the field.
I'm ready. What is your command?
Got small force here, 26 versus a force of 33, so blue is outnumbered. But some of red's force is quite wounded. And blue has a little bit more of a counter force on his side as well. Blue's trying to fall back, so he's going to take some free shots here. That's a good volley there. Some state militia getting hit by those Naginata Riders. This is our Lancer Baron. They will get some great damage there on those state militia. This player has 22 villagers, and the Japanese player is 42. Those are the US players just not been maintaining village production, so Red's going to be out equaling his opponent by a significant amount. Some Blues villagers now getting picked on off by the Naginata Riders. And up north, we do have regular shooting away against some of these villagers. And Blues army is getting cleaned up there. Blue does have a small force of regulars here, gunning down some Naginata riders. So push forward, yes, blockhouses can get some good damage on these forces. Japanese player has 41 villagers versus opponent's 15. And it looks like the US player does back the game now. This Angrade saying, "Keep watching," and on to the next replay. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on top left side as the blue Swedes, we have Rumble for Skin. Spawn on bottom right side as the red Italians, we have Dal J. Boo, I butcher your name, well enough to be served on somebody's plate. Architect going up the market into a house. And when it comes to this map, we do have the also important cow, as well as the less important house in Oldenburg, and the completely irrelevant House of Fanhour compared to the cows. Sorry, I like cows. Another note as well, I've been looking and more research into the Italians, wondering how to play them a bit more effectively. Well, I can say that I haven't found, when I've more and more research into it, I've been finding ways how they're not to play them effectively. I've been thinking about, like, the Lombards. It feels the Lombards are simply not good. For example, let's look at this way. Let's take a look at the wood conversion to the other resources. When you deposit in wood, and you say you purposely collect up wood to be thrown the Lombards. Wood is, of course, the slowest. It collects at a rate of 0.5. The Lombards does have a consumption of wood per Lombard of 2 per second. So you need 4 villagers on wood to maintain constant Lombard trades. Assuming we're just only looking at wood. And that will net you 1.5 food and 1 gold per second. Effectively, you turn 2 wood per second into 2.5 of other resources per second. And so, effectively, your villagers are providing a collection rate of 0.625 per second. That's only slightly better than gold, and of course better than wood, but also inferior to food. If you do gold, it's roughly 3 villagers, a little bit more, about 3.33 villagers. And the effective collecting rate is better, but still not great. It's like 0.74, if I remember correctly. Food can give you the highest return, where effectively your villagers are collecting up at 1.12 per second. So depositing food will give you the highest returns compared to all the other resources and compared to villager collection time. But still, putting in food will give you net your wood and gold back. And arguably, honestly, wood is the least useful resource, and it collects it the slowest. Wood, if you deposit wood, you get food and gold, which allows your iron to progress to aging up. And with wood, your passive ears do cost quite a bit of wood, which is nice and all, but not really good substitute trying to maximize the Lombard to get wood collection rate, honestly. So the more I look at the Lombards, the more I say, don't think about getting Lombards in Age 2, or at least not really trying to maximize their usage. You can get some pretty nice cards that go along with them, because if you look at this, invest 600 coin into a Lombard, that effectively gives you 300, technically that gives you 300 wood and 450 food, so it gives you a return of 750, which is better than the standard, like, 700 cards, so it is technically more efficient, collects up automatically, so less villager collection time, but of course not immediate. Some of the other financiers that deposit 800, this is where you actually get your real deposit. This comes to you 1 free Lombard, which is very nice. But if you deposit 800 food, you get 400 wood and coins. So 800 as opposed to 700, still better, but it does take a bit of time. So it's only marginally better. And of course here, this is actually where, this is why I think how Lombards should have more cards to go along with them. Add in cards, or maybe even just research, to improve the exchange rate of Lombards. One of the two. In this case, it'll give you a little bit of experience. Do note this experience trickle does not stack if you have multiple resources plugged on in. It will only give you 1 experience per Lombard for while exchanging anything. Not individual stuff, just anything. So yeah, that's just my brief take. Don't focus on the Lombards all too much. And there's a doggo. He has gotten the Duelist. Improves your Swedish Explorer in combat. Gives him a Canyon Combatant. And gives him the powerful strike attack. Let's see. Powerful strike attack. I don't know. I can't look that up. Heavy hand attack, I'm assuming that is. Times 20 versus Guardian. So maybe an anti-Guardian attack. Let's see what else is here. Might as well start talking about the actual player's decks after I talk about that too much. Team Frugal Constructions gives your entire team gives your entire team a 0.75 wood trickle rate. I think Capitalism other trickles initially is 1.35, so it's a little bit weaker, but it also improves your villager gathering rate while collecting wood. That's an interesting card. I think that's pretty good. And oh yeah, here's the food trickle one, 1.5, which I think Capitalism is 1.35. Still, you can get 2 trickles as sweets to go along with the trickles of your berries. Interesting. We rock slide. We got assassins and theaters. So this is some sort of mercenary deck. Outlaw into mercenaries. Zaplock, platoon fire, Kamalar tower, castle, blowgunners. No Jaegers. Is this an outlaw deck? Swedish outlaw? Is that even a thing? Anti-player. Is it talking about just killing off the opponent hero? Factory, let's see. Battleship. Here we go. There's a mercenary contract, so this will give you access to mercenary. So it is more or less a mercenary deck. So it looks like it's outlaw into mercenary. The saloon house or the theaters will reduce the population of your outlaw units by 2. Well, it'll make some outlaws very population efficient, some of them won't be very population efficient. Definitely interesting. But for a card for something that doesn't provide you really immediate benefits, it's a little bit of a weak card, honestly. Now the Lombard there. Was the Lombard age up? May have been. I mentioned and I talked quite a bit about the Lombards, but time to look at the other one. You also got these other shipments of Lombards. These shipments are actually significantly better. After all, this will be 600 and then 900, so this is basically 1500 shipments, which is pretty good. Got the Millie's Arsenal. Let's see, German Mercenary Company, one-time mercenary shipments. Yep, looks like it is going to be... I can't really describe what the deck is. Definitely going to be a bit more of a military aggressive deck, to say the least. Focus on military shipments. Another Lombard pulling the field. Now it's going for a shipment. About 800 food. He has mainly put stuff in here. Oh, it's only 1. Or 0.25 experience per second, not 1. That's my bad. Still, that does not stack depending on having multiple stuff in. You can see everything is deployed in here. This will give you pretty much a net return on food, but that's about it. The more I look into it, and the more dissatisfied I am with the Lombards. You have this, he's going for the Royal Huntsman there to get to the extra villagers to hunt. And now he's going to have a large amount of food stockpiled on in his Lombards. His income is going to be very balanced, perfect for these mercenary shipments, as well as the Balisca shipments. If you build your dexters right, you can get 3 Baliscas, but their shipment-based system does not allow you to get multiple groups of shipments. And now we've got some outlaws being employed in by the Swedish player. He does not have the theaters just yet. He always can go. He may better go for Dominions. He's going for Eisenberg Ironworks first. Dominions will give him more population space. Let me slow down. I think he should go for Dominions before he goes for the theaters, because this will improve his max population. This will improve his current population usage. I think the max population usage would be a little bit better. He also has some assassins. Assassins have 10 damage, 20 range, so they have skirmish range, but they are of course a counter unit, countering opposing mercenaries and heroes. Does not take out guardians any quicker. Which, if they were to have bonus damage versus guardians, that would probably make them a little bit more useful. He already has the assassin research as well, which do more damage from normal units and vastly more damage against heroes and mercenaries. Unlock the charged rifle attack, which allows you to see units they've already recently hit. Don't really know if Assassin's going to be useful too much, because 20 range is nice and all, but 10 base damage is not too great. Guess we'll find out soon enough. It will delete his opponent's Explorer, that's for sure. And Lombards do act as taverns, which allows to pull out mercenaries and outlaws, so his assassins will be very useful in this situation. Kazakh Daredevils only have 3 populations, so it's actually a pretty good card for the Kazakh Daredevils. They turn them 1 population units. They have really high attack speed. So imagine plus 50% damage, and that will give you more equivalent to other melee heavy cab. Let's see, that would be what? Additional, let's assume 10 for easy, or 25 damage approximately. So yeah, the more closer to, I guess, Step Riders. He is now going for this trading post as well, which will eventually give him access to the Sacred Band infantry. Do now the age up to the Bishop, which will allow him to move diagonally a little bit better. Another Balisca being pulled out by the Architect. He does have 2 Architects in the field. He can get up to 3 in age 2, and he can get up to 4 in age 3. And looks like he is going for a food-based economy for his Lombards, which will give him other resources. He has quite a bit of food stockpiled on in. 1,200 food. I think he has all 5 Lombards blowing field. Yes, he does. And so 1,200 food will last him, what, 2 minutes? We got another Balisca deployed on the field. So he is maintaining a nice, neat 3.25 experience per second, massively. He's now also bringing the Lucian Financiers. And I think the wood deposit cards are much better, just because it gives you food and gold, which are, in my opinion, more valuable resources for aging on up. He is pretty close to aging on up, needs a bit more coin. And also, I think Brazil, Italy can revolt to Brazil, combine with architects to build free town centers. Brazil is my favorite revolt deck. I think Italians can make a pretty good Brazil revolt deck, or civilization. You also can bring in a shipment of coin. Villagers migrating around. They would probably get hit here. And that's the problem with having so many villagers on food. You will eat through everything very quickly. You got the Explorer here. The Explorer can be deleted by these Oh yeah, that rifle attack is a charge attack, not a. They're generally a melee unit. And these guys having what 10 melee damage is not that great. Weaker than a musketeer. I'm not too impressed by assassins. I'm going to be simply put. He has researched the advanced politicians, which he did for the secondary town center. I sort of disagree with that. The secondary town center will give you a little bit of books, if I remember correctly, in which that's just not worth it. It gives like 300 experience. I'll probably some of the advanced politician stuff I think should just be buffed a little bit. Like instead of 300 experience for books, I think it should just be +1 shipment. The Papal Guard now being researched, unless this will be the improved one. That could be the case. Now also bringing in shipment of priests, I should say. Now it's going to be playing the mill there, which will give him a nice 1 food per second trickle. He does now have veteran passive ears. And the Papal Guard, that may give him extra guard passive ears, but I'm not sure. He does not have the Steel Bolt research. We got a lot of Everzones here, which is a skirmisher variant. And you got some Hodricks, a counter skirmisher. So these guys would do great work versus those passive ears. An outlaw counter skirmisher. Huh. Now it's got a pair of dragoons, which these counter skirmishers will not be effective against them. As regularly effective. The other ones will be effective against them. So it's taking some damage there. Do knock at the Millie's arsenal. Looks like he's right now focused on coin for his Lombards. And the amount of resources stockpiled up, I have a feeling he may revolt. Maybe wait until he gets his factory out, because you only get the one factory. Does with the Papal Guard. Okay, that must be with the advanced politician. He's getting all the research now with the advanced military's arsenals. It's also make those technologies 50% cheaper, so just going for all of them, which will also give him a nice spike of villagers. Yeah. Papal Guard are a halberdier variant. Right now they have a good amount of health and damage, and they have the damage absorption effect. He has some priests here to heal up these guys. Right now he has a pretty good amount of resources. This is why I'm thinking he's maybe eyeing for a revolt. He does throw a bunch of food inside his Lombards. He has 55 villagers per response, 48. He's got the Logistician being researched. And more of the natives. Right now he's population 72 versus 85. We got insult here. Villagers engaged in the doggo. And thinking about the assassins as well. These Papal Guard, they're not mercenary, nor outlaw. The Papal Guard, the assassins, were the wrong choice. Papal Guard are classified as a heavy infantry unit, so these Everzones will get from bonus damage to them. Counter skirmishers only get small bonus damage to heavy infantry. But honestly, plus 50% is not too bad. They're not classified as heavy nor light, they're just infantry. He's gonna fall back. He does go for another round of assassins. He has made a grave mistake. He is not fighting against any mercenary. Papal Guard are not a mercenary. And I got some villagers mixed on in, which is not great, but he does have blunderbuss, so they got 6 damage and 16 range. More villagers just firing away. I get what damage they can. Now got some veteran boyars. Another fast hacking infantry, this time not an outlaw. It is a native. Villager is taking some fire there. He has one shipment. He can select that factory and then iron for revolt. Now we got the red or guard halberdiers. Villager need back on off. He's taking a little bit too much damage on his villagers. Yeah, I really think he should just get that factory and revolt to the Brazilians. That will give him about 90 revolutionaries to work with. Granted, they're half revolutionaries. More warriors being put in the field. He needs to get out some more anti-cavalry tools. More evidence being put in the field. I'm not sure he's eyeing. He has so much resources there. Okay, he just invested a lot of coins or something. He needs pikemen. And he needs counter-skirmishers. I'm not sure what he's eyeing. He's losing some villagers a little bit foolishly. He does have 2 town centers at the moment. Another round of passiveers. The guard passiveers. Italian players going for a pair of falconets, which are not going to be useful against these boyars. Right now, its issues are these boyars going for a round of redcoats or musketeers, going for a round of their skirmisher, falconets setting on up. That's good volley there onto the doggo. Dante has 3 health remaining. And Dante does go down there. Boyars do overrun the falconets. Oh, we also got the creep below gunners going field. Musketeers firing away. They are veteran musketeers. Going for a shimmer of the skirmishers as well. Overall, it feels like the Italian player has bad management of everything. Has way too many resources in these Lombards. Doesn't have the advanced Lombard card. There's his skirmishers and does bring town militia as well. A single boyard will cause some issues, but these creep low gunners are classified as what? Light infantry. Trade monopoly for the Swede. They are classified as light infantry, so these guards, these skirmisher units will not get bonus damage against them. He could go for the Basilica's counter skirmisher unit. Yes, there's quite a bit of wood there. There's plenty of wood inside the Lombard. So I'm not sure what he's eyeing. He does have some fishing boats out at sea, but he does not have the gondola card. These warriors will still cause some issues. Doggo does go down as well. Toot his horn. But the boyars are just getting way too much good work because he just simply has not really deployed on adequate counter to those boyars. Another round of militia. We do now have the Wilkenbach allies. He is age 4. The Wilkenbach allies are 7 light cavalry with a deadly hand attack. Oh, we got a monitor deployed on the field. He's getting gunned down by the Royal Huntsman, which is the upgraded version of the Huntsman. Don't think I've ever seen a ship gunned down by natives before. Another mortar ship. You now have the Catharsis being researched. I'm not sure what that is, off the top of my head. Trade post does go down there. This Monder needs to fall back to the dock and get healed on up. Bounce off Red's push forward, this time with a bunch of more guard warriors. Does have the veteran Chevalugers. Artillery foundry there, still no anti-cavalry tool. We do have a factory wagon here. Swedish card pulling out a pair of leather cannon. We do not have more musketeers being shipped on in. A group of 9 of them. He does actually have the fortified outpost here. It does do 60 damage. The number of villagers idle here. He has plenty of wood, maybe to plow out some plantations or mills. Right now he's just lacking coins, so plantations may be best. And Reg, so we're all getting looted on down. The Italian player has 74 villagers, the Swedish player has 50. If he revolts to Brazil, he will get 150 revolutionaries. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Trade Monopoly victory. That's why he went for the Monders. But speaking of which, he may want to use the long-range bombard attack against this trading post. It does do 200 damage times 10 versus structure, so it does 2,000 damage. And one of the Monders to go down. And now these villagers are starting to get hit there. Leather cannon firing away. Trade Monopoly imminent. And looks like the Italian player backs the game. I think both players made some critical mistakes. The assassins were the wrong choice, though, think about it. Let's see. You see the number of mercenary cards here. The Strata is a mercenary, the Papal Lancer is not, so there's actually a decent number of mercenaries for the assassins in H3, but going from H2 was definitely a bad call for Swede. And overall, the Italian player did not deploy any sort of anti-cavalry, and that was his big issue there. So that's my basic opinion. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And before I get started next replay, I do need to grab another drink nearby. Getting a little bit thirsty, and I just didn't have any. One moment, please. And let's get started. Little bit sensitive. Greetings everyone, and great here for another H-Powers 3 replay. Small on the bottom left side as the red Spanish, blah. We have Twitch, I am Zage. On top right side as the blue Spanish, we have Merc. Well, I butchered both of their names. And I'm going to get the two Spanish players mixed up with their decks. This is going to be not great. Either way, when it comes to natives and map, we do have the Sufi Mosque and the Tengri Shrine. Actually, now think about it. Pets. The Spanish can play Warhounds, which are pets. There's also a pet card here. Gives them more speed and to cavalry, which Spanish also has the Lancers. The Tengri Shrine may be pretty useful for the Spanish. So the Spanish player could go for the Tengri Shrine, Or the Spanish player can go with the Tengri Shrine. Either way, both the Spanish players are pulling out a trade post now. We got the standard land deck going for our Shipment Villagers. That's Capitalism. Does have an Archaic Bolt card. So it looks like we have a Rodialo deck. We do also have Cavalry Combat, so Lancer, Rodialo. Maybe, of course, with Crossbowmen and Pikemen as well. What's this card here? Peninsular Guerrillas. Give him his ranged infantry increased damage, musket infantry a little less damage. And we've got the Tarot deck. Includes advanced trading posts and capitalism. We've got the Calabaros. So definitely wants an eye for Lancers. Has Falconets and Infinite Falconets. We've got the Lance and Hussar hit points. Yeah, it looks like it'll be a Lancer deck versus potentially Rodialo deck. Rodialos do bonus damage versus Cavalry, but Lancers I think do more bonus damage in your turn. I don't know who wins in a fight between Rodialos and Lancers. Never thought about it. We do have Boca Chica to support out the Explorer Impero de Cano. Well, I butchered that name. And we got Juan Rodriguez. Which is the same last name for Bender. Bender Bending Rodriguez. Also got Cantina here. One kitty cat does get sniped, and he will claim. Try and click on that. Stand a Dodo wood, or 75 wood. Boca Chica does get a good kill there. One player's, let's see, blue is currently aging up with the Governor, while red is aging up to the much more creative, the Governor. Oh god, I'm going to get these two players mixed up, aren't I? One person's progressing the faster than the other player, and the more I switch back and forth, I have no idea who I've selected. Got some blind monks there, and of course the blind, they love good fragrance scents, and he will potentially steal them. Go sick a dog on these blind men. You monster. Blue's moving around. We do have this treasure still here, pole cats. And we still got here a crate of plums and a box of, or a nest of box turtles. A box of nest turtles. And yep, he does go and take the blind man. He's sick as dog on him, you monster. 2 shipments available versus 1 shipment. He is gone for villagers and capitalism, while this player has just gone for villagers, not capitalism. And got a shipment coin into maybe House of Tramasta? Stamara? I have no idea to pronounce any foreign name. It's certainly not English, that's for sure. Oops, wrong button. Fuel traps and a shipment of coin. And he will take a bundle of ginkgo. Here is an outpost. Where is Red's outpost? Red's outpost is protecting his base. And Blue's outpost is going to be assaulting Red's base. More or less. I've got a shipment of wood there for Red. This player is going for a shipment of coin and wood, while this player, Blue, could eye a shipment of maybe pikemen would be best. Get some torches. It looks like that kitty cat will go down and steal his plums, you monster. How is kitten supposed to eat now? Cantina's taking some bullets, making the this outpost is making the ATF proud. But it's not finish him off, so not necessarily make him proud. Now we got the Sergeant at Arms being researched. And Cantina gets down, gunned down. And over here, yep, dogs go down to gunshots. The ATF has been satisfied. Now I got the Scout versus Sergeant at Arms. Got a barracks now being built, and a bunch of war dogs being deployed out here. So we got Loco, we got Gordo, we got Mariposa, we got Fiesta, and we got Tabata. And we got Del Canao dead. He couldn't pet the dogs in time, so they got angry. That's why he was bitten repeatedly. Looks like blue will A-jump first, may go for the cannon. Let's see, blue... Okay, this is blue. They may go for the cannon. Probably Spanish gold first. That's pretty common. That's something you want to get out first. Which will give you, what, 300 gold per future shipment? It does also include this one here as well. Spanish gold and the Falconets. We got a round of pikemen now deployed on the field, ready to torch his opponent. Round of musketeers now deployed in the field. And now he's going for some falconets. I always forget the exact amounts for Spanish gold. I've seen it multiple times, but I always forget the exact amount. So please give me one moment while I reaffirm my lack of memory. Was it 300 gold? I think it was actually more than 300 gold, actually. 330 gold. Okay, that's one reason why I probably had trouble remembering what the exact amount, because 330 is a weird number. Boswell should have gone for 333. Pikeman gains some great damage on the outpost. Who's also going for around skirmishers, very nice. Pikemen will lose to musketeers in 1v1 combat in melee. Hacker mines and Rodialos being deployed on in for blue. Cancels the Rodialos, going for a shipment of wood. More housing being built. Outpost does get some shots there. Does get some rounds into Reynosa. Reynosa does get gunned down. Fiesta charges his way forward, but she will get gunned down as well. More Rodialos being built. Now got a shipment of wood there. Shipment of Lancers for red. Blue, of course, has the wood. Nowhere near enough for the H on up, neither for his opponent. 23 versus 23 villagers. I think red is ever so slightly ahead in villager production. He is going for another doggo. More musketeers being pulled up by red. Great damage there onto the barracks. Another round of Rodialos being shipped on in for blue.
See?
Right now he has 19 Rodialos. Lancers do have ×3 versus infantry at 20 damage. Rodialos do have 11 times 3.5. So they will do about, let's just say, 35 damage against them. My math is incorrect. Yep, approximately 35 damage against them.
See?
While Lancers do 60 in return, have 350 health versus 135 health, so it will be 3-shotted. Costing 100 resources, Lancers do cost 200 to population. I think one Lancer is better than 2 Rodialos. My math, offhand math may be incorrect. And we do now have blue having another shipment available. Maybe a good idea to go for Archaic Infantry Combat or House Traumasa. Go for the veteran Rodialos. Got a red fort now being built. And some houses here. Another shipment of Rodialos, this time by blue. Well, it's this group of 8 Rodialos.
¿Cuál es su comando?
Got Army 66 versus Army of 50. So blue is a bit behind. Blue does... Blue doesn't have a lot of resources at the moment. Castle now built. It is, or a fort. It is Castillo de San Felipe. And now got a dock going on up. He's going to have some bit of fishies. And we now got red going for a shipment of wood. And now we got Marvelous Year being researched. One actually has not researched Spanish gold. Spanish gold provides a chest of 330. It takes approximately 3 other shipments to make it worth pay for itself. Then it's all profit. If you consider 4 shipments of chests is roughly equivalent to 1,300 shipment of a resource shipment. I suppose technically in that case you only need 2 other shipments. So once you get 2 other shipments, it does pay for itself, and then everything else just profit. Red's now pushes away forward. Got some Falconets here, very exposed. Volley on the Lancers. Pikeman charge away forward, gain some damage on these units. Pikeman will get some great damage there. Skirmishers take some hits there from the Falconets or from the Culverins there. Falconets engaging in Red's infantry. All of Blue's Falconets have gone down. Culverins are going to take some pot shots against some infantry. Rodialos charge away forward, trying to take out those Culverins. But right now, they're not too important since he's already lost all of his artillery. Got some more skirmishes deployed by Red. And all of Red's Rodialos do go down with only taking out 1 Culverin, hardly even touched the other one, so it was really not worth it. Even just sending them to engage skirmishers in melee was better than that. Blue is now going for a round of Lancer shipment. Red is going for a manual deployment of Lancers. And we got first fishing boat out at sea. Skirmishers in staggered mode. Got the force straightforward, bit of damage on the musketeers. He does have the considered garrison with 3 villagers. Great hit there by that single falconet. Culverin setting up, he will get a potential shot there. Rodell is charging way forward and hit those Lancers. And since his opponent doesn't really have anything to stop Lancers, we've got blue Lancers not push way forward. These Lancers will report the skirmishers, these Lancers will report these skirmishers. And they'll get some good damage on those Culverin as well. Rodell is going to engage these Lancers. Overall, Blue's Lancers did some great work there. Red's Lancers still working away against his opponent's skirmishers. And Red will lose his army. He doesn't really have much of an army left. Red's going for a round of Dragoons. We also got this fort here. Red still has not researched Spanish gold. He is going for Royal Mint and Placard Mines. There is a gold deposit here which does last pretty long. There's also salt here. Does collect up slightly slower for a massive gold deposit, or coin deposit I should say. Another round of Lancers or Dragoons.
¿Qué me ordena?
Pikemen being deployed on, shipped on in. Which right now, his opponent only has a couple of horses in the form of Dragoons. That's about it, so the pikemen are not going to be super useful. We do also have now the Culverin taking pot shots against the fish boats. Also got a double kill there. That's the range of the Culverin. More Rodial is being pulled up by Red now, and now some Lancers afterwards. You now have the Stagecoach research for Blue, who has every single trading post up there. Does get a good pick there. Go deploy out Culverins, take out your opponent's Culverins. We know deploy out any Falconets, maybe a little bit wasteful. So Red does have some Falconets, so those Culverins will be useful. Trade cart now complete. More Rodialos, more Lancers. Blue right now is just going for all, what, food? Coin? Actually, no, that one is coin. These two are food. Rights from the trade does get the very fine coat. Blue right now has an army of... Red has an army of 43. Blue has an army of 54. Archaic combat being researched by Blue now. Now got the Calaveros being researched as well. Red's now pushes his way forward. That one Rodialo does go down. Skirmishers in front, which is not great. Rodialos and pikemen now engaging the Lancers. Lancers pushing forward, does find points for Rodialos. Overruns engage the Falconets. One of Red's Falconets to go down. The other one does go down now. And Lancers push way forward, engage the Skirmishers. Some Rodialos in the back line there. Dragons will get hit by those Rodialos. Another round of Red Lancers pull on the field. Blue has some Rodialos still alive. Red has some pikemen still alive there, and I think Red backed out of the game there. Is Angry saying, "Think watching," and on to the next replay. Oh, I think I already did that one there. Should have deleted it. Let's go to this one. The other ones are tournament replays. I tend to avoid tournament replays. Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Small on bottom right side as the red Germans, we have TXT. Small on the top left side as the blue Aztecs, we have R3M1XS, funny symbol. No deck selected by the player just yet. When it comes to names of the map, we got the House of Odenburg, as well as the House of Vaza. That player selected a deck at the moment. Do you have these forces moving around? I always say it's better for the Aztec player to kill off all the Guardians rather than trying to convert any of them. Got Gunman being engaged by Explorer. Of course, since he's filming you being his namesake, he will go down. Gunman should use gun, not knife. And I'll seal that Gunman's Porcelain Candlebrums. Whatever that is. Aztec player going for hunting doggos. No deck selected just yet. And the German player's not selected deck either. Local doggo does go down. And this doggo will go down as well. And you'll seal his exhausted carrier pigeon. And rather trying to nurse that exhausted carrier pigeon back to health, he's just going to eat it. You monster. We do have a deck selected. It does include the Kalamaka, how do you pronounce that? Got Coyote Runner Tactics and the Mayan allies. Got the Knight Combat and Knight hit points. The Eagle Runner Knight, Coyote Runner Temple, Eagle Runner Knight, Coyote Runner, Arrow Knight, and the Slinger Temple. And we got more Slinger Combat and more Knight Combat. No Skull Knight Temple. And now with the German player aging up to the Quartermaster. Master of Quarters. And over here I got the Elder being researched. And the Aztec player does have Shim available. I should go for the ×3 Warrior Priest card.
Comanche.
And that Arsonist does go down. It will seal his engineering plans. He has tools and schematics. He was trying to capture a building. but he was thwarted. Now the age up with the quartermaster, as I mentioned beforehand, the elder. The elder does not give like a round of skull knights. Let's see. No, that was the chief. The elder provides a war hut, right? I forget exactly. Two shipments now available. It is a war hut, Travis. It's also going for a shipment of the Lion allies. We'll give them 11 heavy infantry units, which are similar to musketeers. They have half the damage with twice attack speed, if I remember correctly. I think their health is slightly higher as well. I think they have 170 health. Guess I'll find out soon enough. Pikemen being deployed out for the German player. He must assume it's going to be some Coyote runners, which is simply not going to be the case. Got some Uhlans now pulling the field. May take out the marauding musketeers and gunman. Gunman will go down. Marauding musketeer, being a guardian variant, does not have access to the bayonet. Got a round of pikemen there. The Aztec war chief taking a little bit of damage. And there's the Jaguar Prado Knight Big Button, which will give him some powerful units in this situation. Immediately whacks down one of the Uhlans, and so it does get efficiency 1. I was going to take time to torch down this structure, and I was going for a shipment of slingers as well. The Aztec player has a large number of aggressive military cards. Oh, there's also a pair of Coyote there. Picked up the Explorer. Trade post does go down. Kyron is moving around. He does have a good number of pikemen to intercept, but those Jaguar Prado Knights will rip them apart. They do ×3 versus heavy infantry. Oakland Javeliers, which do have 185 health, so I was mistaken about the health. The damage is actually a little bit weaker than a musketeer, but they're really high health. And these pikemen are getting ripped apart here. Iron is now engaging some crossbowmen there. Jaguar Prado Knights managed to rip apart a good number of them. They're getting pretty well vetted. And looks like Blue does lose all of his units here. Has fighting decent sized army here. Oakland Javeliers have decent siege damage 24. Round of crossbows there. Another shipment of slingers. Has another shipment available, and thanks to him being near his war chief's aura, he's able to get double experience, which is actually very important. There's Town Militia there. Now his war wagons aiding assist. Another round of crossbowmen there as well. Now he has a little bit tighter there. We've got Dolphin soldiers there that should be very effective versus those Coyote runners. Plus they have a bit of splash damage as well. They're a good halberdier variant. But it looks like the Dolphin soldiers are just being picked off. There's only 3 of them there, so they get ripped apart pretty quickly. One Hussar remains. No hussars remain, so I was trying to hit some of these villagers. Let's get inside town center once again. Another round of Kyrie explored on the field. Over here for the German player. He has 22 idle villagers. Out of 22 villagers, he's out of food. And he can't stay inside his town center because he's just going to lose. Kyrie find an opportunity. Does kill one of the war wagons there. I've got some Puma Spearmen here, which offer excellent siege damage. German Ulan's been plotted field. Puma Spearmen will get some good damage there, as well as Hochland Javeliers. And that is the end of the replay. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started on the next replay, I do need to use the restroom, and it's probably a good time for me to restart the game client either way to prevent the sound bug from appearing. So, let me just go ahead and close out the game, get it restarted. And please give me one moment. Apologies, I'm back. Rumble stream gonna bug out a little bit. No, this page did. Oh well. In my other machine, I don't see a chat over there. Top hat. Let's do this one here. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. So on the left side is the blue Japanese. We have De Parador. So on the right side is the red Russian. We have a kind of cat. When it comes to natives on the map, we do have the native Navajo settlement, which you get access to Navajo riflemen. It's a stealthy Navajo skirmisher that runs quickly, so it's just to me that is, well, skirmisher, can stealth, but also has high mobility. High mobility skirmishers are actually relatively rare. Let's see, it gives you increased hit points on all infantry, cavalry, and shock infantry. Skilled gives you more villager collection rate on mines. Looks like any gold. Coin collection rate and Navajo sheep. Get better sheep. Very nice. Lead those sheeple to glory and not to the slaughter. No deck selected there. No deck selected there. When it comes to explorer names, we got the bear named Alexander Lodrov, probably a randomly generated name. And we got Kosa and Ming Ling La Puta Vietnam Nita. Look, there has to be a custom name. Because I don't think the word Vietnam would, or even Vietnam Nita would be in the game. Let's just go and save the clubman. Clubman has been saved. Ready to go clubbing with the girls. Or we can club with the bear. Either way, let's see. Oh, we can get a local doggo there. Red will push his way forward. And he'll kill mom and dad to seal the pup. This pup shall has revenge. We do have a deck selected here. A lot of unusual cards. Let's see. We got the Mountain Warrior. Monk attack and hit points increase. Japanese monks get greater resources and treasures. Okay, so this is the Explorer card. Great Empire. Trading post rickshaws and trading posts are cheaper and stronger. So that's the... Sounds like the advanced trading post card. Also gives you one trading post. Which... Does the advanced trading post give you one as well? Holy Refugee. Let's see, monastery improvements are cheaper and ships some monastery rickshaws. Are we going to see some sort of mercenary? This is interesting. We got all the resource shipments there, as well as Yumi Archer attack, Ashigaru Musketeer attack, and the Sohel ally. Let's see, what else do we have here? More of the resource crates. Mounted archers, flaming arrows, dojo. So we got the double dojo and ninja assassins. This, I don't know what to make of this deck. Potential outlaw mercenary, potential fast fortress, potential. This is food, not wood. There, maybe potential fast industrial, but doesn't look like it. It looks like fast fortress to me. Oh, I think he just refers to the smoke bomb there. I'm not sure what he's referring to. I wasn't paying attention. We do now have the age up, the quartermaster. Let's see here. We do have the Russian Explorer combat card as well, and give him the doggo. Let's see, wood trickle, economic theory, Chelsea, Alsax. We got the Boyars, improving the cavalry hit points. A cavalry combat, so we've got some sort of cavalry deck here. Oh, we get some more clubmen here. Nukta clubmen. And our allies, higher British arquebusts. Or Chelsea horse, so it's like Chelsea cavalry deck. And get some hussars, which is actually rare for the Russians to get hussars. And we got factory wagons. Yeah, I don't know what to make of his deck. Definitely aggressive military. Has the wood and coin cards to get his economy floating along for his aggression. Of course, got this card here to improve his resources. He gets some enough stuff. So in theory, let's see, 85 wood, and this improves the collection rate. Let's see what it does. It say down here, 85 wood. Right now that he's would be just above 100. Oh yeah, that was double. So it doubles the resources from treasures. That can be good, but also has a possibility of not being useful whatsoever. The bear is taking some fire. Also, am I always crazy? This icon of the bear, it always seemed like the eyes are weird. I don't know why. To me, it just always seems like this bear icon seems like the eyes just seem weird. Maybe it's just supposed to be like a bear suit. So maybe he's a furry rather than a bear man. Oh, we got Buck here. Buck shall has revenge. We also got Teddy the doggo. Buck gets killed on off there, so no possibility for him to get his revenge. Of course, that was Teddy's mate, so Teddy's gonna be lonely from now on. Teddy is taking quite a bit of damage there. Of course, the bear has extra damage thanks to that one card there. Yumi Archer is starting to go on down there. Teddy goes down, but shall be recovered. And it looks like these should be a win out. They have the increased damage themselves. They're doing 16 damage, minus 20% against explorers. Also got all these Streelets now to wait for. Smoke along the way. They are classified as ranged infantry, but neither heavy nor light. First, the explorers are classified as heavy, aren't they? Nope. Some of the cavalry wards are classified as heavy cav. There's a scout there. And blue actually has claimed this trading post. No research has been obtained from it just yet. He does see the Streelets, so going for some Naginata riders wouldn't be half bad. Does go for a round of Yumi archers and Naginata musketeers. Not Naginata, Ashigaru musketeers, blah. And now we do have the Navajo riflemen being pulled out from here. It says they have increased speed. I'm curious how fast they move. 5 is a decent speed for a skirmisher. They also have 11 damage, 16 range, so their range's not great, double damage, standard skirmisher range. They also have a lot of health. So they are lower damage, higher health riflemen. Streelets, of course, are the dirt cheap skirmisher. Good number of them go down, but they're replaceable.
Good.
So yeah, most of the time, what? Age 2 skirmishers have what? 16 or 18 damage? These guys have 11, only 16 range rather than 20. But of course, their health is doubled at 200 rather than the standard 100-ish. Like in comparison to Yumi archers, they have 100 health, 19 damage, 18 range. Of course, that's a mix between a skirmisher and an archaic archer, but still. Some of the got the Streelets now engaging here. These Cossacks could charge forward and get those light. Try to hit those Navajo riflemen, but got a number of Ashigaru musketeers between there. Navajo rifleman only has 6 damage in melee, which is actually equal to Streelets. We got around those sentries here and way forward. And irregulars. Another round of Streelets push way forward. One of the irregulars do go down there, as well as some Schultzy. Do now the Daimyo being researched. Daimyo Motatata and a round of musketeers. More Yumi archers being pulled on the build queue. Streelets getting hit there. Sentries stabbing them. Sentry down. Also try to find opportunity to engage. There actually is relatively safe engagement at the moment. They're fighting against a whole bunch of light infantry units and they take out the last of the irregulars. Or yeah, it was the irregulars. Ashigaru musketeers now warning away those guys. We got 2 proxy blockhouses there. More Boreals being pulled on field. You may need no, not samurai. The skirmishers, Streelets will cause some issues there. More Streelets pulled on field. Maybe a handful of samurai to go forward hit the blockhouse wouldn't be half bad. Streelets only have 16 damage versus heavy infantry. Cossacks engaging these units. Naginata Riders probably the best item right now for blue to pull on the field. They'll engage the Boreals on relatively equal terms, and they will be great against the Streelets. And speaking of heavy cavalry, got the Daimyo Motatata charge way forward. Needs some great damage here. Classifies heavy cav. And also, the Daimyo here could potentially 1v all of these Streelets by himself, because though there are Streelets. We do not have another shipment available. Maybe Sophie allies. I think these guys are classified as heavy infantry, not shocked. This is good against cavalry. I'm not sure they're a pikeman variant or halberdier variant, but he's going for another round of Yumi archers. He's also approaching PopCap. We now got a round of recruits. Daimyo Mototata does take some damage there. And now we've got a number of the Porsches deployed in the field, a Halberdier variant, cheap variant. We also got the Golden Pavilion actually configured to movement speed at the moment. How fast can those Navajo riflemen get at that speed? Not sure. Let's push way forward just to get a volley on the Daimyo. Blockhouse getting some shots there. Blockhouse taking more damage there. Yumi Archers taking on the Schultzy. Yumi Archers should do just fine against them. Yep, right now the Navajo Riflemen do get 5.25 move speed with the Golden Pavilion, so moving faster. Got this force backing off. There's a lot more heavy infantry there, so more Yumi Archers will be very effective. Strange enough, I think the transition to the recruits and Porsches was actually a bad call by the Russian player. I think Mass Streetless would have been better. His opponent just doesn't want to pull out any, what's it called? Naginata Riders. The Daimyo does go down. There's a bit of an oversight there. Should have kept him back. More Cossacks charging way forward, engaging all the light infantry. Got another round of Streetlets there as well. More Yumi Archers being blown in fields, going for Yumi Archer attack as well. More Schultzy hasn't been deployed on the field. He still has this trading post up here, which could get him some valuable research. The Explorer has been picked up by this villager. Bear is at full health. That's quite unbearable. Let's see. Probably not going to go faster livestock. One village does get hit there, does get inside town center. Won't be garrisoned quite a bit there. Cherry Orchard has a 2,000 food remaining, and now got the castle being put on a field. And that is mainly being deployed, isn't it? Yep, it is. Not sure what will be useful from there. I was thinking about flamethrowers, but that's Chinese, not Japanese. Now we've got another castle being deployed on the field. Schultzy do have bad siege damage there. He's sort of being slowly whittled on down there, letting the towns fire away. 9 damage per shot. That will one-shot the Schultzy, I believe. So I'm not sure. Let's see, 30% damage resistance. Yeah, that should still one-shot the Schultzy if my math is incorrect. He also has quite a bit of export there, so you can bring in some imports. No, he does have a diplomatic intrigue. Maybe go for diplomatic intrigue. That could give him 3 shipments of something for export. Or at least 2, and almost gets a 3rd. Got multiple castles there. Looks like the Blues designed to turtle up with all these castles. Not sure how effective that's going to be. Castle's right now doing 24 damage. They're the same as Outpost, but on the fact they do have a little bit more health. Then players is 33 villagers versus 38. More Schultz on the build queue. Castle now built there. Villagers moving around, trying to get away from the Cossacks. Another round of musketeers here, trying to collect a bit of food. You really should get out a consulate. Korshaks are a halberdier variant. They have 24 siege damage, so it's not super great. Not bad either. And Res now falling back, taking a bit too much damage from all these castles. Oops, I hit my microphone. We got 2 shipments available for the Japanese player. Yeah, go for Diplomatic Intrigue. He's bringing a shipment of food. He's now going for Christ. I think he's trying to age up. We've got 3 blockhouses here. Steel traps, more villagers. Japanese player did lose some villagers there. Going for a small number of walls there. Not sure what for. That wall placement's not great. Now have to age up the Adventurer. Going for another shipment coin. Or that still has a shipment coin queued on up. He also has this native embassy here to help bring in the Navajo riflemen. And red, maybe I just torch down that outpost. Blue has also triple barracks in the field. I go for more units at the moment. Yeah, he really could use that consulate. This other explorer here should almost at full health. More recruits being deployed on out. More Yumi archers would be good, but of course all that cavalry still poses a threat. So, Yumi archer samurai could be useful. He's not fighting against a whole large number of Streltsy, and they're more of a soft counter, honestly, rather than a hard counter. But maybe Yumi archers with a handful of samurai for escort. And there's the age up. Let's see, I'm not sure what the adventurer gives him. He allows him to bring in some falconets now. He's going for more Cossacks, going for the veteran recruits. He's actually building a rice paddy now. He's just going turtle. Of course, 0.5 food per second is not great. Yep, I think him not going for the consulate was the problem. Let's just assume he gets a console on the field. He could have brought in like 18 redcoats, which could have made a big difference on those previous engagements. Back when the number is a bit more closer together. There is a consulate right there. You won't be able to get the better shipments until it gets the next age. It does not have to collect intrigue either. But he's gonna have to pay full for this alliance. He can't wait for that shipment to come on in. He's taking too much damage. He's going for the Dutch. And he needs to go for military units, not for the Dutch items such as the bank. He needs military units. Red's not pushed forward. No shipment from the Dutch. Going for our Blue Guard Musketeers. Not a bad item. Don't think it's going to be a great item. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything the Japanese player could do to come back in this game. He has a good defensive core there. He has a decent number of defensive castles as well. Has a round of Blue Guards. I think they get benefit from promotions. Yes, they do. And the Musketeers and Kashgar Musketeers will, of course, be decent against those Cossacks. So we got a number of Strelets here. They are veteran Strelets. And Townsend does go down there. Blue Guards engage these forces. And looks like the Jet player does back the game now. The Zangrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Way too sensitive. Green's level 1 and grade here for another Age Pirates 3 replays. Well, on bottom right side is the red Aztecs. We have Rock Zell. Spawn top left side is the blue Incans. We have Nikis, I think. Either way, when it comes to natives and map, we do have the Sufi Moss. Give you access to Quills Balosh. I'm pretty sure it's the same on both sides. Yes, it is. Quills Balosh are a Lancer. They are heavy ranged cavalry. So they're going to be a good hybrid unit if I decide want to go for them. Have the good luck, have fun in U2s. I decided to select the deck just yet. Kitty Cats to go down and you'll steal their Grove of Aspen, you monster.
Comance.
This war chief will find Monkey. Monkey shall be killed. He's very happy to be killed. This will give him some experience and some coin. Contra House now deployed on the field. Yeah, it's like the deck. Doesn't Villagers does have the llama lifestyle, which does involve a lot of drama. Let's see, what does it do exactly? Set Community Plaza worker rate for llamas to 0.5, so they count as half a villager. So there's potentially ways you can increase the number of llamas you can have on the field, and that would eventually net you 12.5 villager work rate if you max out llamas and put them on there, and to provide you a constant amount of benefits. You have Jungle Bowman, Kirei, the War Hutch Travises. Looks like going to be a Jungle Bowman deck, so Tiger Runner is going to be very useful against them. You also got Chimi Runners. You got the melee infantry combat as well. Machu Pikachu, road buildings, and terrace farming. Aztecs have, ooh, we got the Mayan calendar. I do love the calendar ceremony. It is that's my favorite dance in the game. We also have Warrior Priests, Villager cards. We got the Coyote Runners. Coyote Runner Tactics has the 2 Slinger cards. That's options for aggression and non-aggression. We got Night Attack, Night Combat, no Skull Knight More. So got Jaguar Prowl Knight, Coyote Runner, and Slingers. And it does kill off all these monkeys.
Oh,
Gonna throw some hits there. I don't know why. It looked like the Holy Mackerel from Team Fortress 2. He actually gets some decent damage there. Oh, it does do 6 damage. So the War Chief goes to go down. The Eagle Scout is also decent a fighter. Does offer 10 range damage and twice attack speed. And the Chimney Runner does go down. But sniping the War Chief like that is pretty nice. He's going for the Elder. His opponent is going for the Wise Woman. So he's going to just wait around the War Chief to get him recovered. Both sides of shipment available. I really do like the calendar ceremony for the Aztecs. It will give you one more warrior priest as well as a pretty good dance. It's actually pretty cost effective. And there goes that War Chief as well. So both sides have lost a War Chief. Red's, it's not too far from home, so you can just let him recover. You can always pull off the warrior priest to get him healed up. Was it 10 health priest gen? Yes, it is. 2 shipments available.
Comance.
Real quickly as well, the calendar dance reduces the, for each warrior priest you have there, reduces the cost of your age up by 1 per second, but it also does apply to food and gold, so it's effectively 2 per second. And we do also have the Aztec scouting party being put on the field, which gives some Jaguar Prowler Knights. Blue is eyeing for the 2 Warhawk Travises, so we will have those going. We'll also give them extra health on them. Got multiple Contra Houses put on the field. The Warhawk Travises now being put on the field in a defensive position. And we got quite a bit of wood being clicked up here. He may be eyeing for a Manor Boom at the moment. Jaguar Prowler Knights do offer good siege damage, but they will, of course, won't be able to get 4 out this this age. You always can go for Puma Spearman to get out more torch damage. Contra House there. Jaguar Prowler Knights, they may be on to hunt down those trading posts. I actually do like going with that big button to hunt down trading posts. And it's also, going for that big button Jaguar Prowler Knights is pretty nice for when we're fighting against Swedes or the Japanese who like to put their shrines and torps everywhere so you can torch them down. We got, of course, the shipment of slingers and has a group of priority runners here. We got some Shimi runners there. What does that sound like? That sound like it was like complete. Jungle Bowmen are a light infantry unit, so are the Slingers. Slingers do offer pretty good damage. Jungle Bowmen do offer 15 damage, 16 range, good multipliers, and also a bit of poison damage, while the Slingers offer less damage but higher attack speed and better multipliers. Overall, I think Slingers are better. They're also dirt cheap, costing 70. Jungle Bowmen cost 105. Like Slingers, Aztec Slingers are really good. They have high attack speed. They also have a pretty slow wind-up time as well. So they feel like they are pretty responsive. So they get their damage off and going pretty quickly and consistently. Got a villager there. Don't mind me. And the... Oh, and now he'll get stoned to death. We also got the Eagle Scout mixed on in. Eagle Scout is like a cheap musketeer version. Doesn't have the same health. Does cost 80, so it's cheaper than a musketeer. But you can always get a handful of them out.
Putney.
Archers do get a nice volley there. Does get a pretty good strike on the Jaguar Prowler Knights. You can only get 4 of them this age, so that damage is pretty good. Some slingers getting hit there as well. And looks like Red's going back on off. He is fighting against a good number of those Jungle Bowmen. Going for Mass Chimera, or not Chimera Runner. Coyote Runner would be very useful right now. Going for more Coyote Runners now, trying to pull out another War Hut. Oh yeah, the Incan trading posts have a really pathetic shot damage. I don't know why they have a pathetically bad a firearm. 5 damage, 8 range. Like seriously, why does this thing have that weapon that is completely worthless? I don't think it can even stop a single unit from taking its time torching something down. Coyote Runners moving around. They will be intercepted. Coyote Runners have 155 health, 18 damage, in comparison to Chibi Runners. Does have 19 damage, but only 140 health. So Coyote Runners is a bit more resilient. I think Chibi Runners are slightly faster, 6.25. I think Coyote Runners are just, oh, no, they're the same. And now I've got the Coyote Runner Tactics card, which is something that I don't think there's any counterpart to it in the Incan deck, where the Coyote Runners can get plus 20% hit points and more speed, making them very durable. They become an excellent frontline unit, even if you're fighting against units that counter them. Most of the time, shock troops get affected by less multipliers, and right now they're at 186 health. And they move at really high speeds as well. This makes them very hard to kill. Down south, just a Chibi Runner moving around. Coyote Runners being employed on out. We did not get the ranged infantry attack. And now got another shipment available for the Aztec players. Going for some Puma Spearmen for torches. Go for a shipment of Puma Spearmen. They'll also help them counter out the Chibi Runners. I'm also impartial to Warrior Priests or Coyote Runners at the moment. Both sides just massing up for a massive conflict. He's going for the Warrior Priests now. Very nice. Maybe use the Warrior Priests to build up more Warrior Priests. And now got some Plume Spearmen. Right now for the Aztecs, we have Army 62 versus Army of 74. Mostly composed of Chibi Runners and Jungle Bowmen. While the Aztec army is composed of mostly Coyote Runners, has some good number of Slingers and Puma Spearmen. Try to push way forward to engage. Puma Spearmen engaging as well, gain some hits there on some of the Chibi Runners so they start to advance way forward. Slingers push way forward. The Slingers are not going to be super useful in this fight. He needs to make sure they focus on those Plume Spearmen. Got these Puma Spear engaging the Plume Spearman. Also got a couple of the Jaguar Proud Knights mixed on in. Looks like just down to one. I think they're all down now. The War Chief taking some fire. The War Chief does provide quite a bit of extra experience for the Aztec, so he may have gotten some good shipments there. Coyote Runners now engaging these various Jungle Bowmen. Got the Plume Spearman trying to hold the line. It looks like we'll hold the line. It looks like the Aztec army will get cleaned on up. The Aztec army was overall a little bit smaller, as well as received a lot of free damage in initial attack. We got another 10 Coyote Runners there. That will probably prevent Blue from counterattacking. Another War Hut here. He has this build. Okay, there's the Warrior Priest being tasked on now. And now he's going to be building Warrior Priests with his Warrior Priests. We got 3 War Huts here. Only has a handful of these. He has these number of Plume Spearmen. They do 35 damage, torch damage, and it has 13 damage. And I believe they're weaker than the Puma Spearmen, which have, I think, 12 damage, but they have like 40-something siege damage. Puma Spearmen are great siege attackers. Array now being researched. Coyote Runners engaging Shimu Runners. The Coyote Runners have that Coyote Runner tactic of barge. They should be just fine. It should be able to skip out of there, but getting leashed a little bit. Plume Spearmen do have movement speed of 5, and these hits, they're preventing these guys from moving faster away. There's a speed, and now they have accelerated and gotta go fast. More Plume Spearmen now being deployed on the field. You now have HD for access player going for the messenger. The message is attack. 3 War Huts here with slightly higher damage and health. This one has taken 5 damage torch damage. But Blue's now going to be counterattacking. He has, let's see, 15 minutes has passed, so when he ages up, he can perhaps go for the 2 big buttons here to get out 12 Jaguar Proud Knights quickly. The messenger, I think, is a fast age up, isn't it? And looks like he's going to be hunting down these villagers. These villagers just may need to keep on running. And losing those villagers is going to cause some issues, to say the least. Does have a shipment of 8 villagers to bring on in. Oh yeah, these villagers can go on down. That's going to be a big loss. The Aztec player does have 41 villagers versus 36, but he will lose 10. Ugh, a lot. This will put him down to 30. He's going for a shipment of... Is it the Coyote Runner Temple? Nope, it's just a shipment of Coyote Runners. Coyote Runner Temple will give him increased damage, as well as increased 15% armor, and that is going to be ranged armor. Jaguar Proud Knights camouflage the way forward. We'll get some good ambush damage there. These forces are being mixed on with some camouflage units. A little bit poorly managed there. Everyone's trying to hit those jungle bowmen. Villagers go down a little bit more there. Another round of Coyote Runners there. War Huts providing some good fire support. Jaguar Proud Knights will be good against both the Plume Spearmen and the Chimi Runners. Got the Slingers firing away, slinging away. Coyote Runners push way forward, trying to hit these Plume Spearmen. War Chief finds this region to give him extra experience. There are not veteran Coyote Runners. He's cut off village production at the moment. His opponent's going for more Plume Spearmen. More Slingers are being ordered. Now that's Inca player is going for the coin shipment. He's still H2, very far from aging on up. And the Aztec player is still not putting more villagers. His food income is bad. He has 1 idle villager inside of here. He needs to fix his food income. A handful of Coyote Runners gain some good damage onto these jungle bowmen, which will give blue or red a little bit more breathing room. And now he's going for shipment villagers. Since he lost all those villagers, he's going to try to just get them replenished. Yeah, he's down by 12. This will at least let him catch up by 8. Make him only have deficit by 4. And now he's migrating some villagers around. He really needs some food income. He's going to be trying to collect that local fauna. Going for a round of slingers. They cost food and wood, even a mix. He has plenty of wood in stockpile. Maybe a good idea to cut the villagers off the coin, but he still needs to get. Maybe get cancel one of these slingers, go for the veteran slinger research, and get the veterancy going. And he's not going for noble huts. He may be eyeing for his Jaguar Prowler Knights, which is going to be excellent for the plumed spearmen. We always get the name plumed and puma spearmen mixed on up. He does also have 9 warrior priests on the field. He needs still 1 more. I know why. He wants to make sure he has access to this card. He has a bit of coin to work with, which he can get out a temple, and maybe a good idea to go for one of these temples. I think the Slinger Temple will be best. Though the Jaguar Prowler Knight Temple is a good second choice. Definitely not the Arrow Knight Temple. They're pretty much a counter/siege unit. They're not really a combat unit. They're too population, they're just population inefficient. Noble Hut being built out over here. Noble Huts offer, I think it's a little bit more damage, right? Yeah, 33 versus 49. Plus they do get the same multipliers there, so able to get some good hits. I think these things are technically already fortified. And even though slingers are technically the counter to or chimeras are technically the counter to those slingers, there's just too many slingers. So you get stoned to death. Jaguar Prowler Knight shipment, not temple, being brought on in. And now he's bringing another next group of Jaguar Prowler Knight buttons. So now he has all of his Jaguar Prowler Knights deployed in the field. Placed from the town sort of big button. He does camouflage Jaguar Prowler Knights there. Does he like another 8, or was that already times 8 button? Yeah, that was using the previous conflict, wasn't it? And since his opponent's Explorer or War Chief's back there, he has no camouflage spotting. Does get a nice little pick there on some of those villagers. These Coyote Runners just need to keep on running. There's a good number of plumed spearmen there. He does spot this Noble Hut there. So sending his slingers up here would be very useful. He's going to send for the Coyote Runners. He's going to keep in his Jaguar Prowler Knights there. He could try counterattacking with Jaguar Prowler Knights. Slingers moving around. Mainly uncamouflage those Jaguar Prowler Knights. More Coyote Runners being shipped on in. And I'm going for a shipment of the Slingers, not the Slinger Temple. He has enough coin for it. I probably would have gone for a temple myself. Noble Hut does go down. He has a handful of villagers there. He can't be losing villagers at this point in time. He may need to get out secondary town center. Good damage there on those Plume Spearmen. He will get some veterancy on these Jaguar Prowler Knights as well. Jaguar Prowler Knights will be a short ward of this Noble Hut. All those units do go down. Blue's not pushing forward for a decent number of units. We also got some exposed villagers here. Yeah, it's time for the Jaguar Prowler Knight Temple, I would say. He's maintaining Coyote Runners. He needs to get the veteran Coyote Runner. Let's see, what's this? Elite Slingers, so I should say Elite Coyote Runners. Let's find these villagers here. They're getting stoned to death. Not sure if they use stones for their slingers or technically lead balls. Some civilizations, when they were still using slings, they were actually using lead balls, which would be much more heavier and probably shaped to be a bit more aerodynamic. Villager may build this noble hut in time. 3. He's just going straight for the torches. Noble hut does get built. We're going to may see a massive conflict here. We got the Kyrie or the slingers up north. They could engage. Red is going to go for a base race. The slingers could engage reinforcements. We got a round of the Bolus warriors there. Some of these Dragon Pearl Knights are camouflage, slowing his opponent down. Chibi is getting some of these elite slingers. And now he's going straight for his opponent's base. Hope to get some hits there. That's just the War Chief. Right now, 24 minutes have passed. The big button's going to be very valuable right now. And those Aztec War Chief has been recovered, which will give him the experience bonus there. So he's going to start racking up shipments, getting double experience. I wonder if he has the Founder Aura or Jaguar Prowler Knights deployed in the field. He's pushing him forward. Some of his forces are getting a little bit spread on up there. Jaguar Prowler Knights will be effective versus all of the Jungle Bowmen. Got all these Kyrie runners need to start. Yeah, they're going to be focusing on those bowmen. Slingers getting good damage on the Chibi runners, was not great for them. Jaguar Prowler Knights and now got also Arrow Knights deployed in the field. Very nice. Arrow Knights are a good siege unit. And counter artillery, but that's not important in this case. I was going to see a native embassy with the captured mortars researched. And the War Chief does go down. Some of the Chibi runners are still here. And we got the Arrow Knights getting hit by these units. Arrow Knights are classified as light infantry. They do less damage with artillery and shock. Not a whole lot, though. Like I said, they're a counter unit. Jaguar Prowler Knights engage some of the Chibi runners there. More of the Coyote runners now engage the Jungle Bowmen. And Jaguar Prowler Knights will kill off those Chibi runners there. Jungle Bowmen try to get some damage on there. Doing some good work at that. Iron's ripping apart these bowmen. Another round of Plume Spearmen, so more Jaguar Prowler Knights and Slingers be in order. He's going for the Slinger Temple, which will give them more health and range. And of course, got the Kyrie Runner Temple. This will put up the Slingers range up to 18 and extra health. We'll put them up to 120. The extra range and health makes them much more durable, less likely to disintegrate. Their damage output still retains to be good. And looks like one of the Warrior Priests did in fact go down here, which is a nice little pick there. Warhut and all this sort being employed on the field, trying to climb some more of the local fauna. 41 versus 53 villagers. And now we do have a farm deployed on the field, going for the Great Feast. Chimera's going to have a bit of trouble pushing way forward with all these war huts here. More Jaguar Prowler Knights, more Coyote runners being deployed on the field. Looks like those Arrow Knights we saw earlier were from the card. So he does have the, was it increased siege armor and things of that sort? On Noble Hut, you have the Arrow Knight card. At 30 minutes, it gets maxed out. War Hut, you get the Slinger card. Or was the Puma Spearman? The house gives you the other one of those. You don't get Coyote Runners from a big button. Let's see. This will give you the Founder Aura. This will give you experience. 2,000 experience for a stupidly high price. Generally not worth it. Oh, we got the one, the big buttons there. It is from here, and this will provide, I think, Slingers. Nope, it was Puma Spearman. He probably gets like one less Puma Spearman since it's at 28 minutes rather than 30, which is probably perfectly fine. Red has an army of 53 versus Blue's army of 55. Got more slingers here, more of these Bloom Spearmen push way forward. Bloom Spearmen push way forward. Jungle Bowmen are going to be intercepted by these Coyote Runners. He's pulling back to engage them. Puma Spearman push way forward. Gains some hits on the Plume Spearman. Jungle Bowman gets some good damage here. Slingers engaging. One of the Warhuts do go down. Coyote Runners being brought back off and being pushed way forward. We've got just too many Plume Spearmen here. More Jackal Prowl Knights and Slingers probably be a good idea. Now we've got big melee here. The Coyote Runners will be ripped apart. Oh, enjoy. I'm not casting Couple Heroes 2, but enjoy, no less. And all of the Aztec melee infantry do get ripped apart. Coyote Runners are nice and all, but Plume Spearman is still pretty nice. And looks like he's out of Plume Spearman there. Now his Coyote Runners are pushed way forward. Got a good number of Slingers now supporting. He has deployed out some of his own Hurlclaw Slingers, which are anti-heavy units, sort of. They're more of a Grenadier variant. More Plume Spearmen there, but they're getting ripped apart by the Slingers. And now we've got some Eagle Runner Knights put in from probably a Big Button. Nope, yeah, probably from Big Button. I forget which Big Button gives you Eagle Runner Knights. Was that from the farm? Either way, now I've got Plumed Spearmen now against the Slingers and melee, which is not great. Eagle Runner Knights are a ranged shock infantry unit, so I'm using them to gauge Jungle Bow, and it's not great. We probably did that just to get some more mass in the field. We do have the increased damage dance activated there. This is using the different dances quite nicely. These Elite Bolas Warriors are a heavy infantry unit, so they will see bonus damage from the Slingers. They only have 20% range armor, so they're not like Grenadiers in that aspect. Oh wait, no, I was thinking that mixed with the Hurlclaw. These guys are definitely... they're their own variant. I don't really know how to describe them at the moment. Chimera Runners pull on the field. Need some Jaguar Prowl Knights. Let's see, the Bolas Warrior, 25 damage, 12 range. Slight. Oh, less damage versus the all infantry. They're a heavy infantry unit, but their damage is less versus infantry, so I guess a mix of a light infantry. Oh no, that's guardian attack against infantry. That's still the same with a little bit of AoE. So they are a Grenadier variant, but less versus infantry. I don't know how to describe those. Either way, Jaguar Prowl Knights will be effective against them. Closure does go down there. Something camouflaged, some Jaguar Prowl Knights, very nice. Now he's going for his Jaguar Prowl Knight Temple. You could eye for Night Combat next, or for the Mind Calendar. For the Mind Calendar, he can start eyeing for an age up. Because right now, his 2,000 experience needed for another shipment. Both of them are at that point. They both got a good amount of shipments required. Push by 4, got some Jaguar Prowl Knights camouflaged here. Going for more Jaguar Prowl Knights now. With this, they'll get plus 20% health and damage. More Slingers. Coyote Runners in numbers. Protocols do bonus, have bonus range, and without any camouflage detection, Jaguar Prowl Knights will get spotted. I think they may have been too close here. I'm not sure what happened. He may have got them out of camouflage mode there, so he's starting to stream forward like that. Not great. More Jaguar Prowl Knights push way forward. At 250 health, they are 1 population age, so they're very, very good compared to Halberdiers, which are 2 population. Engaging Jungle Bowman in melee, which is quite nice since they're Halberdier variant. They have good melee damage in general. So if they manage to close in on light infantry, they will do quite well. More Jungle Bowman here. Slinger's just firing away. Hitting any of these targets will be just fine to them, while they will do more damage against the Bolas Warriors. Against the Jungle Bowman, they won't be half bad either. More camouflage units, I heard. Maybe the Noble Hut gave out Eagle Runner Knights, not Arrow Knights. I could have sworn it was Arrow Knights. Oh, either way. Oh, maybe it was the house that gave Eagle Runner Knights, and maybe it was a farm that gave out Slingers. I keep on forgetting which one's which. Yeah, I do think his next shipment should be the calendar ceremony. We do have farms here. Farms coming at 0.63, not great. Red is still relying on local fauna, so while the Aztecs have less income or less village at the moment, he has higher quality income with the natural resources. So the economy is probably quite even. 2,900. No. The Aztec economy is not superior at the moment. Maybe the Aztec player is just fighting better with a weaker economy. Going for more priority runners there. These units getting split up a little bit there. These Bolas Warriors are an anti-cavalry unit, more or less. And there's another round of Eagle Runner Knights, which was, I'm not sure from what. That must have been from the house. The way we've got now the Coyote Runners engaging these forces. Jaguar Prowler Knights now managed to engage the Bolas Warriors in melee. Eagle Runner Knights are, of course, do less damage versus infantry. They will do less damage versus Chimie Runners. Now it's closing on forward. And he is out of Coyote Runners to close in distance there. Jaguar Prowler Knights getting some good damage on those Bolas Warriors. And Red's trying to fall back. He doesn't really have a counter force. He can't really push forward. He could activate the healing dance to get these guys healed on up. That may be a good idea. Have another Noble Hut. He doesn't really need another Noble Hut, honestly. He's gone from night combat. Yeah, I think the calendar ceremony is where to go. Just micro the calendars, the dances, depending on what he needs. If he were to switch to healing mode right now, because right now he's not in combat, going for healing mode could be very useful to get these guys prepped from the combat, because his guys are wounded. I don't think he'll use the healing dance enough. He's now doing the War Chief dance there. That will, of course, give him more experience in the next conflict. And when he gets a calendar ceremony, he can start progressing towards age up a little bit more convenient. Because right now, I don't think going for experience would be great, because he needs a lot of experience before he gets another shipment in. The War Chief would do better at that. One of these war huts taking some fire. Which doesn't need all the war huts protection queues. Got an army of 49 versus an army of 54. Full health versus not full health. Deactivate the combat dance was probably a good idea. Nope, that's actually the Inca one. The Aztec is also active there. 17% increased damage. Right now, the Elite Kaiju Runners doing 30 damage per strike. Able to close on in a little bit better. Chimera Runners push way forward. The Eagle Runner Knights would do just fine against them since they're a light or they're a range shock. Chimera Runners getting ripped apart by the Eagle Runner Knights. That was a horrible idea to charge forward like that. Eagle Runner Knights are just dragoons. That was a really bad choice. But right now, the Jungle Bowmen will get some good damage on the Eagle Runner Knights. Eagle Runner Knights had 12 range, 20 damage. They do offer good damage, twice attack speed as well. And the War Chief is alive. War Chief is not classified as heavy, so take a lot more damage from these Jungle Bowmen. And we'll get Experience Aura going, but he will go down there. Kaiju Runner is now engaged there. More Jungle Bowmen deploying field. Arrow Knights retaliating, but of course they're not a damage dealer. They're a siege dealer. And Red's now falling back. Oh, we got a round of Quizbalash. Quizbalash are ranged heavy cav. You can see here. And the hand attack does do bonus damage versus all infantry. Does have Discipline Quizbalash deploying the field. Does not have Pilgrimage, Fasting, or Sharia Law. And I think the Aztec players don't get overwhelmed. I think right now the Incan economy is just far superior. 75 versus 52. Not really building many villages there. Kaiju Runners try and push way forward, getting intercepted by the Chibi Runners. The Quizbalash are heavy range cavalry, so the Eagle Runner Knights will get bonus damage against them. But those Slingers will not. Another round Eagle Runner Knights. And Red casts in GG and backs out of the game. This Angrade's saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get to the next replay, I do need to use the restroom again, and plus I did hear a bit of a sound bug popping on up, so please give me a moment to restart the game client again. Maybe I can fix my Rumble stream while at it. Hopefully nobody's been chatting. Doesn't look like it on my other computer. Please give me one moment. Apologies, I'm back. Now looking at time, I may have time for maybe one more replay. So let's see how well this game is. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 3 replays. On the right side is the blue Iroquois. We have Stefan 1704 Mitrovic. Well, I butchered that. On the left side is the red Spanish with Michael Jackson. When it comes to natives on the map, we do have the Comanches. Oh wait, I thought it was Navajo. Looks like this time it is the Comanches, which give you access to Comanche Horse Archer, which includes Comanche trade language, reduce upgrade cost, the breeding, cavalry and shock hit points, and speed for your cavalry and shock infantry. Local doggo will go down and will steal his pup, you monster. That pup shall have revenge. Buck will have his revenge. And plus, what's the Spanish canine? Spanish canine's down here. It is Mariposa. No deck selected just yet. No deck selected just yet. And we got the war chief named Smoke. There's of course smoke coming out of that long hut. There's Buck. Shipment now available for the Spanish. Los is going for some Logistican card. We got Talsi Logi, Villagers. We got the Conquistador War Dog. We also got the Team Fencing School, Youngton, Militia, and Capitalism. And we got a bunch of cavalry cards there, so we may see cavalry into... I'm not exactly sure. Improves your range, infantry hit points, and damage. Just damage, not hit points. Spanish gold. What's gonna be... I have no idea how this is gonna go. It's hard for me to estimate this deck. And the Iroquois deck, we got Rush, Novi. Not sure what Novi's would mean, but it does have the Anna Archers, so maybe I'm more heavy in the Anna Archers. Infantry cards, infantry combat, got cavalry hit points, Renegade French, and some light cannon. And also the Renegade Dutch will give you 20 veteran halberdiers. And nope, that's not a veteran. That is the Royal Guard variant, the Swad Walkington. I can't speak foreign. Mariposa and her mate, Buck, ate the bear. And now we've got the age available. Probably going for the Logistican. There's a Logistican. Local doggo does go down. Now he's aging up with the messenger. The message is attack, which is not the fast age up. Howdy. War chief moving around, trying. This trading post is already built. He may be eyeing for the Travis from the war hut. He may pull out a forward war hut here. Yes, he is. Give him a good forward defensive position. We got the trading post here. H2 still being researched on up. Going for Logistican. And looks like now the war chief's taking out those local doggos and will seal their Quicksilver. There's the age up. We're going to be for one of the supply chests for the Logistican. It will provide additional pile of resources. Nope, going for villagers. We do now the Anna Archers now being employed in the field, so some Hussars will be very useful. But we've got a saloon here. Anabros, why Hombres? Huh, why? Even though my foreign language speaking skills is not great, I don't think Spanish uses the letter Y as anything. It should be like a de or lay or something like that. Anabros, why Hombres? How does Spanish say the letter Y as a word? Either we got now some Tomahawks deployed field, so we got Anna archers and Tomahawks deployed out. Heavy and light infantry. Now going for shipment coin. And looks like this also resource allocation, the coin, does go strictly in inventory with the Logistician variation. Doesn't say coin chest, just says in inventory. It's A. So Anabaros, I can't pronounce, didn't even say how the word anymore. Banaros A Hombres. I'm butchering all the words now. We do now have Irish Brigadiers being put on the field, a Musketeer variant, which uniqueness allows for the promotion system and only costs coin, hence why he's going for the coin shipments. Does also get a bit of food and wood to go along with it. But he has quite a bit of coin at the moment. We go for more Musketeers, Irish Brigadiers now. War Chief will go down, denying his use of any aura benefits in this region. But right now he's going to be facing against a sizable army. 25 units. Irish Brigadiers, let's see, 25 damage. Red Musketeers usually have 23 damage, and they have 150 health. These have 160 health, so they're slightly better. Melee resistance seems much higher though, which is not too important honestly. Hand attack seems higher as well, while the multipliers seem less. Either way, the biggest point is their gun and the promotion. Gun's only slightly better, health is slightly better, and promotions can make them a bit better. Villager takes some damage there. That villager got tomahawked and got these Irish Brigadiers taking some damage there. Started being streamed on in. Only has a single saloon here. We spawn more Irish Brigadiers. Buck and Mariposa does go down there. Try and go for a stable now. These Irish Brigadiers should take a volley on those Canine Horsemen. As 13 versus the army of 22. The Musketeers getting a good volley there. Got the militia being pulled on the field. And Archer supports a good counter there. We now got the Canine Horsemen engaging them, the militiamen. Blue's army's getting cleaned on up, but Red is losing quite a bit there as well. More Tomahawks being put on the field, and more being actually deployed on out. Another round of Hussars, which actually is not going to be great versus the Tomahawks. More Irish Brigadiers. Red has now a decent force here for defense. He may be eye for a counterattack. He has some veterancy in some of these Irish Brigadiers as well. Has army of 14 versus army of 5. We got a shipment villagers. I thought it was shipment Tomahawks as well. He may cancel that. More Tomahawks being put on field. Red is eyeing for counterattack. Now we got the Silversmith, so he's eyeing, which does improve the coin collection rate and the longevity of these coin mines, so very nice. Since he's going for a mercenary build, that should be very useful. Though granted, Irish Brigadiers are a lower quality mercenary, but still higher in general. Now got the church being put on the field. We got, yes, we do have the Royal Decree to claim the New World. I don't remember what that provides to the Spanish. Okay, oh, he's going for a missionary, which put him in better position. Primarily to heal up his units, not to be in bed with. Local kitty cat will be killed on off, and you'll steal his trapped Navajo scout. That was just master he's playing with, you monster. Of course, he can go for Youngton here, which, oh yeah, that's also gets affected by Logistician, which he's going for the wood Logistician. Oh yeah, it makes all your Logisticians, all your tier H1 stuff affected by Logistician. Improves the attack and of nearby infantry and cavalry. I don't know how effective that is. I Never really sat down and looked at it. But that could be quite nice, since he already has now a missionary in the field.
See. Ray.
More of the Irish Brigadiers employed in the field. He is maintaining minimum food just for villager production. Of course, you only get one saloon as the Spanish, so you're going to be limited on how many units you can build at a time. So right now, he may have too many villagers on coin because simply doesn't have enough production cube. Long house going down. That may put him pop cap, actually. Hussars now flanking around to hit the Anna archers. Getting some decent work done. He will lose the Hussars. Irish Brigadiers pushing forward, getting some great work done. And the Anna archers will be overran. One Hussar remains. Never mind. Gets picked off by the War Hut. Oh, picking up the long house is not important anymore because he won't be pop capped. Now got a shipment of wood being brought in once again. You know, now think about it. 300, 450, 550. Okay, that'll give him, what, 625? So technically these 700 shipments are better, but you could swap those out for another cards, because that'd still be pretty efficient. Card efficiency. He is building more war huts back here. He needs Anna archers. Anna archers are pretty nice. In fact, they only cost food. And so you can really spam them out. It's coming up a lot of wood at the moment. He has a lot of food at the moment. Get those Anna archers going. I forget the multipliers that Anna archers get. Do they get 150? 175? I don't think they get one or... I think they don't get a plus 25%. I think they get plus 50% or 75%. I don't think it's full 100% damage. Either way, he has not started building those Anna archers. Probably a little bit oversight there. Cancels that one, or deletes that, or destroyed it. Those trying to get into the town center now. Anna archers still not being queued on up. There's a large number of Irish Brigadiers. He built 2 new war huts, I would say, and didn't get enough food or Anna archers in the field. Plus, he saw those Irish Brigadiers on the field. He really should have spanned out those Anna archers and only keep a handful of units around just to engage those Hussars. And yep, he does torch down everything. That's probably going to be the end of the game. And that is the end of the replay. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. That replay was a little bit shorter than I expected, so we could go on to one of these replays, or... spam call. Sorry if you heard that. Let's see. I have these tournament replays. Not a big fan of tournament replays, since they tend to be of middling quality, rather than people uploading good replays, since for these tournaments they upload all replays. Indian Mirror, okay. Yeah, I'm feeling this is going to be my last replay for tonight. I can feel my voice starting to go out. So, let's go get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another H-Pars 3 replay. So on the bottom right side as the Red Indians, we have I Am Turk, which is not Ottoman. Granted, this is a tournament replay. So on the top right side as the Blue Indians, we have Frontline. Of course, on this map, we got some very important natives. Yak. They like to talk back, but make sure they don't. And, of course, we got the Shaolin Temple, which gives you some access to Rattan Shields, a shock infantry unit. Additionally here, increase Rattan Shields all damage by 50%. And increase ranged infantry melee damage, so your musketeers primarily, damage by 25%. And Wood Clearing gives you a better wood collection rate. No deck selected just yet. Yaks being brought him back, and since they're both Indian, maybe we'll see some sacred cow grows to get more experience. Already rare enough structure. That name. Is that name a play on Vivek Ramaswamy? Probably not. Sorry, probably putting two and two together or come to incorrect conclusion.
Adesh, Tayar.
Looks like all the names are randomly generated. Red will take out these kitty cats and steal their spruce trees, so they can no longer lounge around in them. We do now have a wood trickle here. Let's see, naval. So looks like, let's see, I'm looking at the red Indian player. That's going to cause some huge issues. The red Indian player has a naval deck and does include the caravels and a frigate. British East India Company, Gurkha card. So yeah, it looks like we got Gurkhas and Navy, and maybe camels. But we do also have a number of Roman swordsmen, or neither classified heavy nor light infantry, siege elephant stuff, rockets, Roman swordsman regiments. So we're going to see a large number of Roman swordsmen, Gurkha, and Navy. The other player has Bond, so maybe another naval deck does have the caravels, the frigate, elephant stuff, more wood trickle, Dravidian martial arts, more Gurkha stuff. So we've got sepoys, navy, elephant, and potentially Gurkhas. Indian gunpowder, sepoy head points. So yeah, more on the sepoy side rather than Gurkhas. So his bonus Gurkhas will be effective against sepoys. The Roman swordsman will be effective versus generally everything while being countered by nothing. So the lancer variants of the camels, the what's it called? The Sowers will do bonus damage versus the Roman swordsman, since they do bonus damage versus all infantry, less damage versus heavy infantry. And since the Roman swordsmen are not classified as heavy nor light, they will still receive bonus damage for just being classified as infantry. And red does steal that treasure there. Of course, both sides have gone for navy, but we've got sepoy elephant versus Gurkha Roman swordsman. So it's going to be hard to say how this is going to go. I'm honestly not really a big fan of mirror matchups, as they tend to be a little bit more stale, but do have the increased gathering rank here, the Karen Mata, which is more common of the Age 3 landmark rather than Age 2 landmark, isn't it? Not landmark, wonder. Landmarks is the term for Age of Empires 4. Yeah, same difference. And yep, both are going for the Karen Mata, so both eyeing for some eco play. Oh, we do also have the Sacred Field. It can support up to 10 cows. You know, I actually had to look that up right just now and then, because I could not remember how many cows it can support. Cows are basically yaks and providing a decent amount of experience. Let's see, each one's providing a 27 experience per second, so he has 9. Let's just round up and assume 10, and that could be 2.7 experience per second. For the price of what? 200 for technically the 1.7. So 200 wood for 1.7 experience per second. I suppose that's similar to a church. How many cows did red claim? Only 3, or yaks in this case. Not a whole lot. This one will give him passive 0.3 experience. I would be half tempted just to build and have him build another cow just to max that out. Even though it's probably a bad call, honestly. Most of these kitty cats are going down, and he will steal their succulent eggplant. Bigger wood trickle for red. Blue's going for diplomatic intrigue. He may eye for some aggression or something. Let's see. Okay, that's blue. Getting the players already mixed on up. Console is still being built, so let's see what allies are going for. Got a round of Sawars. He's going for the allies of gold. Sawars and Brahmin push way forward at a pretty decent rate. Villagers against the side of the town center, barring this fresh one there. He decides to shoot gun. Villager getting hit there. He could, oh, and Villager getting tied up a little bit there, and does get saved. He could eye for, what's it, the irregular or sentries to poke them with sharpened bamboo. Chinese can still deploy those out, right? Like the Chinese and Japanese? Doing so. Tower does go down. Brahmin taking some hit. Brahmin down. He'd be trying to hug and nurture his elephant. This is actually a really sad down model animation. And Red's other Brahmin does go down. When I say it's sad, you can see them just... It's the thing that goes down is not the guy in the back, it's the actual elephant. It's sort of sad the more you look at it.
Huh?
Either way, only one Sawar remains, and the two Brahmins still alive. If you sort of stand still, you can heal up the Sawar as well as the other Brahmin. Shipment available. Oh, looks like it's gone for the Ottoman allies. So it's bringing some Azaps, which are heavy infantry. Good versus pretty much all cavalry. Gets bonus damage against, what, heavy cavalry at range and all cavalry in melee? If I remember correctly. There's the Azaps. Baghdad Azaps. Yep, nope, does do bonus damage versus light cavalry at range, not heavy cav. Got them mixed up. Which makes sense. Heavy cav will try to stab them. They can stab them back. They're a good anti-cavalry unit. Siege damage is middling. And right now, blue's aging up. So is red. Tremerian Gates versus the Tremerian Gates. So it's pretty similar. This outpost will slowly go on down. 15 siege damage is not great. These guys will offer a lot more siege damage. 22 times 6 as opposed to 15, 15, and 15. So more than doubling the siege damage. More than tripling it, I should say. Got a round of Sawars here. Or no, that's actually the light cavalry. The Zambraks, or however you pronounce that. Of course, these Baghdad Azaps would be very effective. They did snipe a Sawar there, but they did get sniped in return. Now, their attack speed is actually 1.75. Is that classified as fast or slow? Archers can have 1.5 attack speed, but that's higher. That must be... I probably classify as a slow attack speed rather than a high attack speed, because 3 is usually standard, but that's way too increase. Well, this is just only more because of 1.5, but slow. Weird. And blue's trying to steal this trading post. Why? He needs to cancel that. I'm not sure why he was trying to build that. Guess he was getting greedy. Got some, both sides gone for the light cavalry, and these Baghdad Azaps will cause some issues, but we do have some disciplined Malhalts, but the Baghdad Azaps are also good against those in melee. Just a bit of a quality issue since these guys have over 1,000 health. It's bonus, I think these guys are classified as a Lance Raider. Get bonus damage all infantry, but does have damage versus heavy infantry, and these guys are classified as heavy infantry. We got Gurkhas on the field, which are classified as light infantry. Seen? Oh yeah, I think that's the... Let's see, blue. That is the... Okay, blue's the player I thought he was going for Sepoy Elephant, but he is deploying Gurkhas. His opponent, or should I deploy? He's wanting some of his own Gurkhas, and maybe a good idea to go for more of the heavy elephants. Got also a heavy elephant here. Got some Gurkhas here. And the Brahmins were getting some healing there. Red's training post has been rebuilt, which will buy Red some time. Gurkha v Gurkha, 1919 versus 1618. He doesn't have the discipline of Gurkha research. There's this one Gurkha research, as well as more Gurkhas. And looks like he's ending relationships with the Ottomans. Let's see, 42 versus 35 villagers. So this player has a good number of villagers. How did he came by the good number of villagers? See, this is the blue one. He must have got that from some from the Ottomans, if I remember correctly. He could bring in villagers through that. But the villager difference is quite stark. No villager card there. No villager card there. So I'm not sure how the villager difference came about. Maybe he killed all some villagers that wasn't looking. Got Shimnit elephants here. These are the heavy elephants, 3 of them. That's a lot of, not beef, but elephant. So now he has 6 of the Malhout Lancers. He got British allies complete, which also got them a health spike.
Huh?
Mostly Gurkhas. Let's also have a Manzabari Gurkha.
A day.
21 damage, just get a volley there. Heavy elephants push way forward. He does have a number of the light camels. Elephant v elephant. Brahmins getting on in as well. Blue's elephant. Blue had a lot more of the heavy elephants there. Trying to back on off, let his light camels engage. Azap's firing away. They'll be useful there. Does block the irregulars and sentries. All the sentries do go down. Now it's mostly Gurkha v Gurkha. Both at 21 and 19. Both of them. Oh, there's the Manzabari Gurkha. Clicked on that one by accident. It does have a little bit more gold onto him, but can still be a bit difficult to see that one from all the way up here. Gurkha's moving around right now. Red's army is 42 versus an army of 51 with still a decent amount of elephants. The Brahmins can heal those guys up as well. We got red coats versus red coats. Somehow. Blue's red coats also picked on off. Gurkhas get a volley on the light camels. He zaps will receive bonus damage from the Gurkhas since it classifies heavy infantry. Some of the elephants are going down. Army 51 versus Army 53, so very similar numbers at the moment, so Red's doing quite good. Blue's bringing in some more heavy elephants, and we do have more light camels and more Gurkhas. Sway forward, getting some damage.
Hello.
Villagers do gun down the Seroy. An exotic goat. And now some of the light camels got hit there by the Gurkhas. More Gurkhas. Going for the East India Trading Company, which will give them Sepoys, Gurkhas, and Sours hit points attack increased by 10%. That can be very useful. Also sort of that does block these sentries. Yep, this still classifies heavy, even though they look the shock infantry unit variant. And blue has the blow for town center here. Did he play sentries in the wrong position? Oh no, they're just trying to hit the red coats. Red coats do have 20 or 16 health, 200 health, or 16 damage, 200 health. Sentries have 130 health and 7 damage. So the red coats are far superior in melee. And if you would hit this other one here, it would have been much better. But yep. Musketeers are good in melee. More of the housing gets built. Got a good number of heavy elephants here. Got a good number of light camels to engage them though. And we've got more light camels, light infantry, so goon, skirm, more or less. Elephants do draw some fire there. Villager gets picked on off. And now with the Romy swordsman on the field, they do bonus damage against heavy and melee. Another thing, bonus versus light, but they have really high attack speed of 1 and a little bit AoE as well. Because, like I said, they're neither heavy nor light, so they won't be effective versus everything here. They do also do double damage versus light cavalry as well, so if they hit against those light camels, they will do just fine. Barracks are being put on front line. Red is signing eye for Town Center here as well. He needs to get those sentries and irregulars deployed out immediately. Another round of Romy swordsmen on the field, as well as the British Expeditionary Company. Got a shipment of sepoys here. So these villagers are getting hit. Currently, red is down to 35 villagers, not great. No villagers inside the town center, that's a big oversight, I would say. And his opponent has 64. He nearly has double his opponent's villagers. Brom takes some fire there. Brom, I believe, are classified as heavy cav. Nope, not classified as heavy cav, just hand cav. Red's Town is now under siege. Brahmin does gun down. Roman swordsman taking some hits there. They also have like 300 health, which is pretty good. Now, we got some surgeons deployed in the field. They're going to pull out a field hospital, which I shouldn't deploy out units like the hospital of the Maltese, but does provide some healing capabilities. Does cost 200 wood. 200 wood for a healing point? It's not even fully built. That's probably a misclick there. So it's not even built at the moment. That's definitely a big misclick. Looks like these Gurkhas on patrol move. Where do the surgeons go? Am I crazy? Okay, they must have been click, select, and drag. Yep, there's one of the surgeons. Now I've got the sepoys engaged in melee, engage the heavy elephants. Brahmin charging way forward. One Brahmin has been recovered. Got some Romy swordsmen deployed out by red this time. Field hospital still not complete. Got a round of musketeers there. Or redcoats, should say. And now we've got also a rice paddy deployed in the field. Trying to get that research going. Surgeon, I think, moving towards the feudal hospital. We're going to see the incredibly rare feudal hospital. And that's a sound effect I don't think I've ever heard before. 20 range, 10 healing per second, which does reach out to there. That doesn't seem like 20 to me. That may be incorrect. Appears to be correct since the some of these other units are not getting actually affected. Oh, maybe 20 AoE rather than 20 range means it's 20 diameter rather than radius. Never thought about it like that. That makes more sense. These guys are getting healed on up very nicely. Bouncing on fire. Got more Gurkhas here. And looks like Blue's blowing out a ship. Got some villagers here. A ship. He's going to bombard the villagers with a ship.
तैयार. शरीर मार सकता है, पर आत्मा अमर है.
And I think Red backed out of the game. Red casting GG, so I'm assuming so. This and Grade saying thank you for watching, and on the next replay. As I mentioned beforehand, my voice is starting to go out, so that shall be my last replay for tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good